Alright, today we got a game against fighting deck is about the only way I can describe it. Just a bunch of big fighting legendaries that smash face. But more importantly, what is that on the hovering over my deck? It's a giant magnifying glass. What is that there? It's some sort of bug. It tells me how many cards are in my deck. What? You mean that thing that TCG-0 is supposed to do, but it's bugged to not? But now there's a bug, and it makes it do what it's supposed to do, so it's not a bug, but it's yeah, whatever. It makes TCG-0 work better, so I guess it's anyway. So my opponent, unfortunately, Articuno resists fighting, so that means he resists Hammerhead and only takes 10. Unfortunately, he also gets lasered, so this makes me a little bit sad. And this hand kind of makes me sad too. So we're going to Skyla for an N and hopefully get the train rolling on the next turn. We're also going to Ultra Ball away a Dusknoir and a Catcher. Okay. And get out an Articuno. Throw that down. And Caller's Machine. Surely to the active, right? See, we got all 4 Plasma Energies. That's good. Nope. We're going to give up the Ghost on the active and just condemn him to die, evidently. And since this is a fighting deck, for whatever reason, I'm just not expecting Keldeo. So if I can make a defensive Catcher and make him waste one of his probably 4 switches, I guess that's going to be a decent opportunity to do so. Anything's going to be about as frost prisonable as another. So that's kind of the logic there. Unfortunately, this means I have 2 Catcher in the discard pile, so that's a problem. But anyway, we're going to switch into this Articuno. I guess that was my plan all along, eh? And laser that Landorus so we can at least get some damage off. And, you know, you think we could get maybe some water energy to threaten Frost Prison next turn, but no. So I'm not even going to bother using the Caller's Machine there. He does out Burbank, despite him having the only poison guy right now. So maybe he has a laser as well. That would definitely make the Burbank a much better play. But he does not, so yeah. So what do we have in this hand that we got from N? Well, no water energy yet, but hopefully we can Juniper into one. So we're going to do that. And I'm probably going to use that Gold Potion. Unfortunately, Gold Potion has the stipulation that you have to heal your active Pokemon, and I think my benched Articuno has more damage. But, oh well, it still makes me select for some reason, which there's only ever one selection, so. We're going to get down 2 Duskulls, and a Rare Candy, and a Dusknoir, and boy howdy, we got a Juniper too. This is a fantastic hand. So we're gonna use Blizzard, get the knockout there. I'm not quite sure how the damage added up, if that was from poison or not. Which would matter with Terrakion if I didn't think that Retaliate was bugged. I think it either does the extra damage either way, or it doesn't do it either way. I think the former. But anyway, there's a Scramble switch, so that's one form of switch into Terrakion EX, and he's got enough for Rock Tumble right now. Heavy Ball's out another Terrakion, benches it. And, you know, I'm pretty alright with my position right now, which is why when he ends me, I'm very sad with my position right now. Now I do not have a certain Frost Prism plus Dusknoir, and wow, that was a excellent 6 cards there, sir. You got the 3rd energy to attack with Terrakion EX. You got the Hypnotoxic Laser, I think an Eviolite for the Terrakion EX, and 2 basic energy to attach with Pump Up Smash. So wow, that was a big whammy of an end for me. Made my hand, well, at least I got a Juniper off of it. It could have been worse. But certainly took away a lot of advantage from me, and yeah. This goes double if that last card's a Juniper, which I'm really going to hope it's not, because that was already 5 excellent cards, so hopefully the 6th one's not excellent as well. But anyway, yeah, the laser's probably the biggest concern right now. I don't have another Articuno ready to go. The one I have is actually already halfway dead. And yeah, I have no way to heal this one. I did attach a Floatstone to that Duskull, hoping to draw into a switch, although I think I'd already used one. So I guess the problem with this game is wasting resources. But I do get lucky and shred into a Rare Candy, so we get Noir out, so that's always one of our keys to victory. And what else do we want to do here? Floatstone on someone, maybe. Now, I could try to save this active Articuno's life. You can see there it's got 160 damage on it. So it is going to immediately die. I could retreat and promote benched Articuno, but then I will not be able to attack this turn, and I will lose my paralysis lock. So I think this Articuno, my Ultra Ball away, 2 useless cards there, and a Verbank, don't need those anymore. So I think this Articuno is just gonna make a sacrifice. He is gonna be the first Articuno to go down, but he is going to keep us alive a turn. We do have a water, so hopefully we can attach this water and then get into another Colress machine, and hopefully at least pick up the Blizzard on the next turn at any rate. And we can go from there. We do have a Noir in play, we have a Clops in play, so we should be pretty set for Dusknoir for the rest of the game, I hope. I did discard one on the first turn, but maybe we can get one out of prizes or deck. I'm not sure where the ones that are left. But I think he started this turn with a 1-card hand. I got a Bicycle and then a Shirin. So he's back up to 6 cards, and now we can make stuff happen maybe. There's a Pokedex. He already has 2 fully powered attackers, although one's getting paralyzation right now. So there's also a single energy on the bench terrakion. So I'm not overly concerned with Ether Dex right now. I don't think its speed is going to overwhelm me. I am a little bit sad about that Eviolite on the bench terrakion, and I'm definitely very sad about that laser. So we're going to throw water on who? Probably the benched, mainly because I already whip switched once. I'm not going to count on me hitting it again. Yep, I got 60 HP, so at least I'll die coming back into my turn. Of course, I did also stay asleep on laser. You know, that's fantastic as well. This, of course, being the Articuno I actually put the Floatstone on. But at any rate, just going to power up that Articuno, Shirin, and got some stuff, and then get End, which this is a decent hand to get End into. We do have a Blizzard coming on next turn, but there is a Max Potion. He obviously noticed that I was going to die without him needing to attack, so yeah, he Max Potioned that off, but we do have a Blizzard coming on, and he has an energyless active Terrakion EX, so current game plan is definitely just going to be to just go with that. I got a fresh Articuno, I got Dusknoir, I got a Laser as well. We can start using Frost Prison next turn. Hopefully we can just get this Terrakion EX stuck active. He's actually already poisoned, so there's no point to play this laser. Unless I really want to put him to sleep, which since he's got no energy, don't really think I'm a big threat to be damaged too much. But we're going to move the damage off of him onto the thing that's got energy, since that's the thing that is least likely to be an appetizing Max Potion target. Eviolite is putting a hamper on my day, but oh wells. So we just spread some damage around with that since I don't have enough for Frost Prison. And also I noticed that my Magnifying Glass is gone on my deck, which makes me really sad. Oh, very sad about that. But anyway, there's a Skyla, so that's going to be good for a switch. And probably bring up the Noble Victory's Terrakion is ready to come up and crush some land, but Articuno's a bird, so he doesn't care if you crush the land. He only takes 70 from that, which will not be a 2-hit KO until, you know, lasers get involved, which I'm sure they will. Let's see what we got here. We got a Skyla. Sadly, I kind of had to burn my gold potion early for only 40 damage. But we're going to put laser on there, and we're going to put Frost Prison on there, and this Articuno probably needs to carry us the rest of the way. I think I may be out of Plasma Energies, or at least out of Colress Machines. So, yeah, another Articuno would probably be there just for the sake of a Blizzard. But we're going to stop this momentarily. Let's use Sinister Hand, and there we go. Stop it right now. Let's think about things logically for just a moment. Let's see how much damage we have total on the opponent's field. Well, we got 30 on the active Terrakion, we got 70 on Terrakion EX, and we got 30 more. So that's a total of 130 right now. Frost Prison will deal 60, right? Yeah, 60 with that Eviolite, and then a round trip of Poison will deal 60 more. So we'll have 120 damage. What we could do, we could next turn, we could move all this damage to Terrakion EX, knock it out, and, you know, we could Skyla for our last catcher and catch up the Landorus, leave 20 on the Landorus, and Frost Prison for the game. But, yeah, we don't have any more catchers left. Alright, continue. So instead, I'm not really sure what we're going to do. Looks like what we're going to do is I'm going to decide to leave, I think I'm going to end up leaving 30, maybe, I'm going to leave 10. Yeah, I'm going to leave 10 damage on the active Terrakion. That'll allow it to die coming into my turn, I believe. It's going to do 120 total by the time it gets back to me, so I need to leave 10 damage on there, which I seem to have. And yeah, this way we'll get the energy taken off the board, and hopefully just good stuff will happen. If I'm really lucky, he'll promote Landorus. That's probably not going to happen. So we're in a Sinister hand and move some other stuff around, I guess. We're going to move damage onto Landorus. I don't know what we're doing at this point. Moving stuff off the thing that's got no energy, apparently. That's what we're doing. But we are going to leave that 10 damage on the active Terrakion. That with the EV Light, that is going to make the math work out such that he will die perfectly. Apparently he stayed asleep on laser, so he swung around 180 degrees. He will die from laser going into my turn. And yeah, this would be great if we had a Skyla for a catcher here, but we do not have any catchers left in the deck. We only run 2. This is why it's a problem. And actually, our Dusknoir gets catchered, and that's kind of a problem, actually. We do not have a good way to retreat. Unfortunately, Dusknoir does have a 2 retreat cost. And I don't think we have any more float stones. We might have a switch left. I don't think so. But yeah, so this Terrakion will die. We will get a prize. Unfortunately, he took 130 damage with him. Landorus does actually come up. I think I may just need to switch here. And why is there one card in my deck? Oh, magnifying glass. You went away, and that made me lose track of how many cards were left in my deck. Alas, alas, alas. Yeah, I still have one more card left. So I think within 2 turns, if he hadn't captured up the Dusknoir, I might have been able to do stuff. But look over how much damage is on the board. There's 70 there, and I think there's 50 on Landorus, so I am 10 damage short from being able to try to fish that prize, maybe get a switch out of the prizes with Duskgull or Dusknoir, and yeah, I'm 10 damage short from being able to knock out a Terrakion with that damage. Those Eviolites coming in, doing work, and he shrins for a little bit, and does not look good. Is that a psychic energy on there? It looks like it might be another fighting, but anyway, maybe it's just some random non-energy, some non-fighting energy to not discard everything with Lance Judgment. But there's a 30-30. I draw the last card in my deck, and yeah, I still have no capacity to do this extra 10 damage and proceed to peel a prize out. Can't do it. I can knock out this Landorus with Frost Prison, and that's about it. If I could maybe... Nah, I don't even think that would help. If I could somehow Sinister Hand after I attack. But yeah, look over my options here. We can move some damage off. We can knock out with Blizzard, but little bit short. Do we even get anything good out of the prizes? Nope, not really. Don't know what that last prize was, but he rightly just ends his turn, and I lose my deck out. So the moral of the story today, kids, is conserve your resources, play more than 2 catchers, and play more than 2 catchers. But yeah, so probably could and should have had that one, but a little bit 10 damage short on the Terrakion knockout, and then if I had that, then he would have looked like a dummy for promoting the Landorus instead of Terrakion. But as it was, sadly we lose by deck out, so that is the way unfortunately goes sometimes. But yeah, deck where I resist every attacker with my main attacker, but burn through too many resources and see what happens. So hopefully you guys learned something from this. Thanks for watching, and later days.